Welcome to EthanLive. Today is Tuesday,
Yes, the
June
20
the
23rd.
23rd.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Tuesday, June 23rd. Time just moving right along.
I know it's like half the year's already gone. I don't even want to think about that. So
Uh,
we'll
to,
we'll leave that for another day's discussion. I don't want to go there.
let's see what today is. National Porridge Day.
Oh, okay. Well, Goldilocks are like that.
Fix Your Windows and Doors Day.
Okay.
National Detroit Style Pizza Day.
Okay.
National Family Owned and Operated Business Day, National Pink Day, National Hydration Day, National Typewriter Day.
Oh my gosh. Where was I? I was somewhere the other day when we were talking about typing classes. For those of us that
Probably,
remember the
probably
old
with
time
me
typewriter.
because I think we were talking about a particular person that had just released an article.
Yes, I think that was it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that was it. So
Yeah, that's
I put
right.
the link up for everyone that might be watching live or tuning in live. I put the link up if you want to. You can you can put a question in the comments, or if you wanted to come on and ask your question in person, there's the link right there to do that.
Yeah. Come on and say hello.
Come
We're
on
pretty
in.
friendly.
I mean,
We're
yeah,
friendly. We're friendly most of the time, less
every
when we
once in a
leave
while.
some courtrooms.
We've got some frustrating news, good news, exciting news to share. So we'll start with frustrating news from, I guess, from yesterday would probably be the easiest place to start. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. It was very frustrating.
hey, Liz from Lexington. I think we know Liz from Lexington. Um,
I think I know that lady.
so, so there was a gentleman that was in. Well, I won't say gentleman. There was a guy in court
I know.
yesterday. We have been Jefferson County. We've been to the court case for this before. It's in circuit court. Uh,
Correct.
first
So
time
he
we
was
had.
indicted by a grand jury.
It was first time that last at his last appearance. It was the first time we talked with the Commonwealth attorney that was handling the case. I don't think he's the Commonwealth attorney in Jefferson County, but he's handling the case.
Correct.
And this particular person, um, I guess he was the best way I can, I guess, describe it was he was charged. The charges were dismissed by someone. I don't know if it was down in district or wherever. And so they decided to let a grand jury decide. They gave it evidence to the grand jury, and he was indicted by the grand jury.
Yes.
So moved right
Yes.
on into circuit court, and maybe, and this may be right, may be wrong. Maybe that's what some folks are talking about when it's a direct indictment. Maybe not. Maybe the direct indictment bypasses the grand jury. I'm not sure how that particular part works,
How that
but
goes.
supposedly his charges were initially dropped, and then he was indicted by the grand jury. So they saw the evidence and indicted him. So
Right.
at the first appearance we went to, there was the question about a video. He lived in what sounded like an apartment
For
complex
the
area,
complex. Uh-huh.
and he was in a common area that had a camera. And while
Mm-hmm.
in this common area, he was abusing the dog. And so his attorney was saying that the video should not be acceptable evidence because he didn't know he was being recorded. So there were going to be a suppression hearing to suppress this video or not. There wasn't much
Uh-huh.
said by the Commonwealth attorney at the time, to which we sort of figured the judge was probably going to grant the hearing. So just wait till then to speak up.
Right.
So we talked to him out in the hallway. Uh,
Yes.
uh, Scott Drabenstat, I think his
Uh-huh.
name,
Dragonstadt. Mm-hmm.
who was very happy to speak with us. We asked him about the suppression hearing, and he said they got no shot at
Yeah.
winning that suppression
Yeah.
hearing. There's
It
no
was just a
standing.
stall. It was
There's
a
no
stall tactic.
there's no standing there.
Mm-hmm.
He was not in a place that would have afforded him the thought that he had privacy. we'll just go to the suppression hearing. They're not going to win it. We'll use that video
Yes.
in
And it'll all be good. Yeah.
So we come back for the next uh, hearing, uh,
Uh-huh.
and we're thinking, well, we haven't heard about the suppression hearing yet.
Right.
So he comes in, uh, Commonwealth attorney's in there, defense attorney.
Mm-hmm.
We see the defendant come in, and the judge says, we listened to one case about a guy who, threw his shoulder into a police officer trying to get his buddy released from police custody.
Yeah.
Uh,
Uh-huh.
so then, so then it was this guy's turn, and the judge says it looks like we've got a plea in this case.
Yeah. Those words always strike fear when we hear them, don't they,
Well, that
Jeff?
doesn't sound all that great since
No.
because she also mentions I haven't ruled on this suppression hearing yet.
Mm-hmm.
So you're thinking, oh, what is this? What is this plea?
How
That
we,
he must have. You're thinking he must have agreed to something that's going to really nail him down if they didn't
uh-huh.
wait for the suppression hearing.
Right.
Come to
Yeah.
find out, the man he's pleading guilty to a felony, Ethan's Law felony. The
Yes.
sentence is 1 year diverted for 1 year.
Yes. Unsupervised.
Unsupervised probation diversion for 1 year. And at the end of that year, it's all expunged
Mm-hmm.
like it never happened.
Yes. So he's no longer a convicted felon at that point and
So,
can own dogs again.
so the prosecutor, I guess, in maybe his attempt to appease, made it a point to say, he can't own any dogs. He has released the dog. The dog was in custody at
Right.
LMAS. He's released the dog, and he's not required to pay any money back towards the care of the dog. I'm sure that was probably the way to get him to surrender the dog.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
before he wouldn't surrender the dog. Right.
So when you're going to plead guilty, the judge has to swear you in, and in some
Uh-huh.
court cases,
Yeah.
actually in every other courtroom other than Jefferson County, the defendant is required to state in his own words what
What
happened.
he, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
In Jefferson
Uh-huh.
County, for some
Yeah.
reason, that's not the case. They write it on a piece of paper and the judge reads it.
Uh-huh.
So the judge reads it, and you can tell
Yes.
he's a little uncomfortable, the defendant, not the judge. And
Yes.
so the judge says, is that true? Is that what happened?
Is this
And he
what you're pleading
says,
guilty to?
not really.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, where's this going? And so he says, uh, he brings up, hey, they dropped the charges on me. Then the grand jury indicted me. And there's this video that doesn't even show me abusing the dog. And so the judge is thrown off a little bit because in
Yeah.
most cases, I'm sure those people say, yes, that's it. That's it. So then his attorney starts kind of talking over top of him, probably trying to get him to shut up.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
So the judge says, this sounds more like an Alford plea. Is this an Alford plea? And the defense attorney says, no, the prosecutor wouldn't go for an Alford plea. Um, and so eventually they get him to admit, yes, that's what happened. Um, Unsupervised for a
Reluctantly.
year,
Yeah.
not supposed to have cats or dogs in that year. But then at the end of the year, it'll be expunged, taken off his record, and
Like it never happened.
and presumably no, if he gets ever charged with something else, no one will ever know. So
Right. Mm-hmm.
I just don't.
Yeah.
We walked out of there very
It
confused.
was a, yeah, very, very, very frustrating day. Very.
I
I mean,
didn't
the
under.
guy, like you mentioned before, that shoved the police officer, just shoved the police officer, at least got 3 years.
Well, 3 years diverted.
Version,
1 year
yes. But at
sentence
least he
diverted
got
for three
three.
years.
Yeah.
So if I was completely confused by that because I don't know why you settle for a deal. Like if someone is going to plead guilty to a Class D felony, basically what that guy got was the easiest thing.
Mm-hmm.
The lightest sentence you could possibly get, I would say, for a Class D felony is what this guy got. So
Definitely.
why don't you wait? If that's the lightest sentence that he's going to, why don't you wait for the suppression hearing to come through?
I don't know.
I mean,
Don't
if
understand. Don't.
you're so confident that you're going to win the suppression hearing, doesn't the video give you leverage?
One would think. And
Even
you've got
if you
enough
said,
evidence.
even if you said, okay, you're going to plead guilty to 1 year, diverted for 3 years, then that's at least 3 years that you don't have a cat or a
A
dog.
cat or a dog, right? And it gives you 3 years for him to screw up again and end up back in the system, maybe.
So I was very confused by that. We then left from there
Yeah.
to have a discussion with someone else in the prosecutor's office. Won't say who, but as we talked to that person, they were also seemed frustrated by
Yes.
particular
Yeah.
plea. And so
Yes.
in the midst of that, I asked that person, is there something that on a legislative level we can get passed? Why are some of these things just automatically just diverted? You want to create this plea even if it's a less than what you should. And
Yeah.
that person's comment was, there's just not enough prosecutors.
It's caseload. Yeah. It's overwhelming caseloads. And this person that we spoke to said too that it's just every case in Jefferson County is getting diversion. It's just one case after another that's getting diversion. So yeah, very frustrating.
Yeah,
But
so that's frustrating. And so then there's there's still this case that's the sentencing is still has to happen uh, in Henry County
yeah, Jacob Brown.
on a
Mm-hmm.
particular case where he's going to get time served, which was 6 months,
Yeah.
a year and a
Mm-hmm.
half. 6 months
I've
and a year and a half is diverted.
heard it.
Um, and again, in Henry County, he's going to plead guilty. So the judge asked him to explain himself,
Mm-hmm.
and you can tell he does. Most defendants are very uncomfortable having to defend,
Well,
having to say.
no, no,
So
they
you can
don't
tell
want to
he was
stand
very,
up there.
you can tell he was very uncomfortable. Mentioned something about a hammer. This particular guy stabbed a dog with a screwdriver, hit the dog with a hammer, and
Mm-hmm.
so he makes it seem like as least as possible.
Oh
And the
yeah,
judge
accidentally,
and the judge
accidentally.
the judge says, "Yeah, there seems like there's a lot more here. Tell me a little bit more about it."
Uh-huh.
And so he
Uh-huh.
gives him a little bit more, but not much more. The problem with this particular case is the investigating officer has audio from her
Uh-huh.
investigation
Correct.
where this particular defendant describes the situation completely different.
Of what, yes, of what happened. Mm-hmm.
So you say to yourself, hey,
Okay.
let's get the prosecutor to play that video, play that audio in court.
Uh-huh.
Well, the audio's missing.
I mean, yeah. How does a video go missing? Hmm.
So
That gives you one for thought, doesn't it?
it does. And then you say, okay,
Yeah.
well, maybe the next best thing is to write a victim impact statement to the judge to make sure that the judge knows that information. Then you find out the Commonwealth attorney has
It's
reached
trying
out
to
and
stop.
said, you're not allowed to enter a victim impact statement.
Uh-huh.
And this is the
Because
investigating officer. So, as
mm,
we asked a prosecutor yesterday in Jefferson County this same question, that
uh-huh.
said, I think anybody that wants to can enter a victim
It's
impact.
allowed.
It could be
Right.
up to the
Right.
judge, maybe whether it's admissible or not. But it's what that person said was it definitely wasn't the Commonwealth attorney's place to tell that person she can't enter
Yes,
a
that's
victim
not
impact.
in her jurisdiction to be telling her that she's not allowed to write an impact statement. Yeah, correct. So,
So
yeah,
what's our
very
judge there in Henry
frustrating.
County, Judge Crosby?
Judge Crosby.
let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, let's go, Judge Crosby. Step it up.
Yeah.
Let's do the right thing here. And
I
anyone that
mean,
wants
he
to,
obviously didn't believe Jacob Brown's story. He continued to question him,
well, and
you
this is
know.
not, and I'll just say it. Anyone that it is in Henry County wants to run for Commonwealth Attorney, reach out to us. Be happy to support you if you want to support animals. This
There,
is not the first time that that prosecutor
right,
has lied to us, has said something that is untrue to us.
correct. Change is needed definitely in Henry County.
So
So,
anyway, those
yes,
were frustrating things, and it's been how long? I mean, we have been driving around the state for 2 years, and I have waited.
right.
I've tried my best to be as politically correct as possible, and I don't ever want to say there's needs to be a change, there needs to be this, but I'm just going to tell you that person flat out lied to us in the hallway one day.
Yes, definitely.
And
Hmm.
and there were three people standing there.
Several of us, yes, several witnesses. We were all standing there.
Uh,
And it was a bold faced lie, what was told to us. So,
so so we
yeah,
we move on to
yeah, more to come.
something. Yeah, something's got to be on. So hopefully, um, the judge in Henry County recognizes that there's a problem there, and there's a history. It's
Yeah,
not
with this.
this charge. It's like to me, you've got to look at this person's being charged or is going to plead guilty to two felonies. Let's look at the record. Let's look at the history. Like, don't just
Uh-huh.
base your sentence on this one particular case. Look what he has done in the past. Look at
Yeah.
how many times he failed to show up for court. I
Hmm.
mean, that's why my understanding. That's why he's spent all that time in jail anyway, because he failed to show up in
Right.
court.
Because he didn't show up for his other court appearances. Yeah. So, yeah. Court never ceases to amaze us, does
I
it,
mean,
Jeff?
come on. I mean, seriously.
It's
Again,
really
I'm
hard.
telling you, these people are the people that will. These are these cases similar to this are the statistic.
Hmm.
These people will be the people that
Well,
eventually hurt someone else, and they'll be in court for something else.
yes. And often the people that are covering for them will become a victim at some point.
Those will be the people
And
eventually.
that's a sad thing, but they're covering for them now. And they may face consequences of doing that at some point.
Oh my goodness, very
Yeah.
frustrating. So, if let's
Yeah.
move on to better news.
All
Uh,
right.
good news. So we have
Yes.
this Saturday we have the McDonald Land Car and Model Show, um,
Right.
June the 27th. The show is from 10 to 4. Ethan will be there
Hmm.
from 11 to 2.
Yeah.
There will be some vendors, silent auctions. There will be some very, very cool cars there. If you want to see some cool cars,
Yeah. The
come out
cars
to
are incredible. Yeah.
McDonald Land. It's 1704 Grayling Drive. That's in Louisville, 40272.
Them too.
There's
So part of Valley Station,
There'll be a
but
50
it's,
50 drawing, food trucks.
yeah.
DJ
Yeah.
Eddie is there.
Yeah.
So come on out to we now. You might say I'm looking at the weather and it looks like it's going to rain. We are monitoring the
Yes.
weather as we speak. As soon as we know something for sure, we will let you know. There is a rainout day. I believe it is
Yes. The
the 11th
11th
next
of July.
week.
Right.
But it's Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon. You're looking for something to do. Come on out to
Yeah.
Grayling Drive, McDonald Land Car Model Show. All the proceeds go to Ethan Almighty's blessings.
Right.
The
And
folks
the
that
weather is going to at least be a lot cooler than last year. So that will help tremendously. And we've got some really good auction items. There are
yeah, and the
Kentucky
folk
Kingdom passes and Holiday World passes and handmade wreaths and dog baskets and a lot of really interesting things So some solar lamp posts that are home made
Yep.
by Patty's husband. So, and Jeff is contributing things too. So you need to come out and check out the
Yep.
silent auction items for sure.
Yeah, it'll be a very cool event. And the folks that run the McDonald Lane Car Show, Debbie, Rob, all those folks out there are so very nice and kind to benefit
Right.
Ethan Almighty's blessings.
Yes.
Love working with those folks. So that is
Right.
this
And you'll
Saturday.
have the new t-shirts that you have. If people haven't been able to buy those t-shirts, you'll have those out there.
Well, I've
So,
got some folks that are asking, how can I get an Ethan T-shirt? Please let me
well,
know. How can I get an Ethan T-shirt? You can
yes.
come to the car show.
Yes.
There's also a link on EthanAlmighty.com that you can
Right.
click on and get shirts. But when you see us out at different places, generally
We
we
always
have
have
shirts.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So come on out. I mean, if you want a shirt, you might as well, unless you live out of town. Of course, you could fly in, but
Come on in.
otherwise, you can go online. But come to the car show. Get your shirt with while we're all out there and see Ethan.
Yep, it's going to be a very nice time.
It will.
Then we have on July the 18th
Oh, the
at the
biggie.
Ethan six. Let's see here. Let's go to Ethan's sixth birthday bash
Right.
is on July the 18th. It's at Croom Haven Winery. The address is 744 Gentry Lane, Mount Washington, Kentucky. Here's the flyer you're looking at. The information is also on ethanalmighty.com.
Right.
Vendors will be there from 3 to 6. Uh,
Oh, and we've got tons of vendors and lots of silent auction items.
yes, we
So,
have got, let me, as a
yes.
matter of fact, if I can pull this up while we're.
I've got some too written down. Do you want me to
So
give
we've
you
got,
some?
I'm going to go through this list here. So our
Okay.
some of our vendors that we have here is, let me pull this one up that I don't have on my this other list
Yeah.
first, because I want to make sure we give all these folks uh, a a shout out because it's so nice to come and join us. We've got a Gypsy's Rainbow
Mm-hmm.
is one of our vendors. We've got K-Lou Glass.
A
KY,
glass blower.
Kentucky Louisville
Yes.
Glass, KY Lou Glass, Wiggle
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Blues
Mm-hmm.
Bar, Snowy Joe's Mobile, some snow cones, Got to Pet Sit, Barking for Bows, Lincoln Perk Coffee Company, Homestead Hound Treats, Friends and Family Cremation, Happy Heifer Creations, Lily Teo Creations, Heather,
Uh-huh.
Heather's Wreath Wonderland, Ellie Pebble, Knox's Artisan Table, Bechtel Bakes, Buttered Bliss Bakery, Nothing But Gravy Bakery, Bluegrass Bowls, Lily Bees Naturals, Pink Coven Creations, Company 12 Creations, Hidden Creek Designs. I miss any
Yes.
of the vendors?
Yes, well, I've added the one, and several people had asked about Trini that does jewelry out, and
Yes.
obviously she's kind of known. She is now coming. It's Toasted
Excellent.
Oak Boutique, and another friend, Debbie, another Debbie, Debbie Dillander, who has been following Jason Ethan since first at the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And she has promised she's going to make a very special Ethan wreath as her silent auction donation.
Very cool.
So,
Food vendors, we got Mr. T,
yes.
Craig's Jamaican Tings, the
Uh-huh.
the filling station, Big Dogs and
Yes.
More, and Crave House.
House.
Am I
Yes.
missing?
So there is a variety. No,
Oh,
not that I think that's all of those. And there's quite a variety of food, obviously, there to choose from. So,
so come on out. There will be very cool things to do. We're going to have a kids area that's going to have a bouncy. It's going to have kids games to play. Keep the kids occupied. Send them out to the field. Keep them occupied, or go out there and play some games with them. Um, some very cool things. And then we've got all the vendors. We got some adult things to do. We have
Yes,
some.
and if the weather's too hot, don't worry. There is an air conditioned building. Actually, the silent auction items will be inside there. So there'll be plenty opportunity to go in and cool off. Jeff will be set up in there and you have guests in there, don't you, Jeff?
So yeah, we've got some. So we've got a nice outside where people
Yes.
sit, get their food, hang out with their family, hang out with their friends. Also, I mean, the whole thing stems around the fact that we're releasing Ethan wine.
Uh-huh.
Uh, and so you'll come by, pick up your wine. Uh, you can get your wine signed if you like. You can buy some more wine. Uh, all kinds of very cool things. We'll have all that. We have some. I mean, some super cool silent auction items that you are gonna like. You're
Yeah.
gonna really want to take home. In that particular area inside, we'll also have at least two folks from the movie that will be there to sign
Yes.
pictures and sign autographs, sign your wine bottle, sign whatever you want. Maybe when you get your arm signed and make it into a tattoo. I don't know.
Yeah. Whatever. Whatever.
But
So, and
we've
that,
got some really really cool things, unusual things. I have some autograph things from the movie. Uh,
mm-hmm.
some autographed items that have. Let's see. We've got some wine labels that have some autographs on
Autograph.
our folks in the movie.
Yeah.
Some other things
Yeah.
that have autographs on them
Yes.
that have
Ah.
Kelsey Grammer, Sean Patrick Flannery, Selma Blair,
Woo.
Trevor Donovan, Brandon Ruth, all signed. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
we have. So that is from all that stuff is happening from 3 to 6. Vendors can start taking down about 6. Between 6 and 6:30, we'll make the announcement of the winners of the silent auction things, so you can take your stuff with you if you're around that time. At 6:30, we're moving inside to the air conditioned, previously mentioned air conditioned area. Uh, and this is a ticketed event. This is our first annual Ethan Almighty Humane Hero Community Awards. Um, Something I've been, Debbie, I've
Oh,
been wanting to
yeah.
do
You've
this
been
for a
wanting to,
long time.
yeah, you have. It's another dream of yours that you're making happen. So, yeah.
People, I mentioned it a long time ago, and
Uh-huh.
I got some really good feedback from some folks and other folks. I don't know if you can do like I just
Hey,
want to. It's just another really cool way that Ethan, through his story, is able to recognize people in the community
uh-huh.
for the amazing stuff that they're doing.
Yes.
So we
Yeah.
will. It's a ticketed event. It is a $50 donation to Ethan Almighty's Blessings. You
Mm-hmm.
will get a. You won't find this anywhere else. An etched EAB stemless wine glass.
Yes. Uh-huh.
When you go, you'll get a ticket. When you go in, you'll get a glass of wine.
Mm-hmm.
They will have snacks and all the accompaniment that goes with the wine.
Yes. There will
And
be.
you'll be there for the first annual Ethan Almighty Community Awards. Also, each person that purchases a ticket will get a small little, probably be 4x6 paw print of Ethan on canvas.
Uh-huh. Those
Uh,
are so, I love having those in my home. Those are scattered everywhere around here, those little small ones. I love those.
and
So,
so then we'll take, we'll have a presentation. Well, we'll talk a little bit about Ethan and how he's doing and what we're doing, how
yeah,
things moving forward. We'll talk about what we're Ethan Almighty's Blessings is doing, helping animals, our spay neuter, trying to figure out our next move, our next step in the state of Kentucky to make lives better for cats
legislatively.
and dogs.
Hmm.
And then we'll have the awards for uh, our Ethan
Different
Almighty Humane
categories.
Hero Awards. which went. I'm just going to tell you the I couldn't have asked for the voting to go better. Um, Thousands
We're
of votes,
voters now. I
so
tell you, you
many.
put
So
voters on there. We vote on Ethan's page.
I had to up my subscription on this, the site that I used to take the votes in because there were so many votes coming in to be able to
Yeah.
take more votes. Uh,
Uh-huh.
I so it's going to be very cool, to recognize some of these folks are
The
in the community,
awards themselves are beautiful.
and the
Just the
awards are
award.
really, really cool.
Very, very nice. Yes. So it's going to be a very nice ceremony. And then you have some other little something that's
So
going
then,
on there too. Yeah.
towards the end, we
Yeah.
have I'm also uh,
Mm.
people have talked about, they've seen pictures of folks that are in the movie. They've seen a lot of our behind the scenes pictures and videos from
Uh-huh.
the movie being made. You see these autographs of things that we've got, and I've seen a lot of the comments of can't wait to see this movie, can't wait for it to come out, I want to watch it. If you're there in the room,
Yeah.
you're gonna see a sneak peek
Woo.
what's coming.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
I was just between this is just me and you, Debbie, talking. Nobody's
Yeah.
listening.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
I was
We don't want
blown
anybody else, you know,
I was blown away when I
first saw
broached
it.
this subject that I was
Oh,
so yes, do it.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, you were hoping for just maybe a little
A snippet.
20
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're not going
Yeah.
to want to miss this. So
Yeah.
uh, it, that alone is worth the price in admission. And so you're
Yeah.
giving. If people have followed Ethan for a while, I like to give something for donations, like
Right.
the opportunity for something. I like to. You're going to get for this
So
$50
much.
donation that will go to help animals in the community. You're going to get more than that back.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
that
Yeah.
you can get pictures. You can get. You're going to see this sneak peek. It's going to be a
Yeah.
fun, exciting time.
And just being able to celebrate Ethan with all the people in the room that all love Ethan so much. So that, I mean, that's kind of like they'll get a a small feel for how it is when we go to Humane Awards, where
Well,
you're in a
and
room with everybody that loves animals and loves Ethan. So it'll be a very special evening. So
and a huge shout out to Tim Kroom uh, and
yes, definitely.
Croomhaven Winery. I mean, because
And Beth.
this whole thing stemmed around one, like the first I've had ideas to do some different things, but weren't sure how to make it. How do we? What are the details? How do we make this happen? Um,
Right.
Stemmed from the fact of how about let's do an Ethan wine.
Uh-huh.
Make it very, very affordable. The price of a
Yes.
normal wine when you go out and buy it. Tim is gracious enough to give us a percentage of the donations back to EAB, but it all sort of started with let's launch this Ethan wine, and it turned
Uh-huh.
into well, let's launch the Ethan wine and celebrate his birthday.
Yes.
And then it was, well, while we're celebrating the birthday, this is a perfect opportunity to recognize these other folks in the community for doing some amazing things for animals in the community. So
Amazing faces.
it
Yeah.
has,
It's
uh,
the perfect, perfect blend of everything at the right time. So yes, it's going to be well worth the day.
well, and
Hopefully people will come and spend the day.
I hope so because you're going to have food, drink, hang out.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be a good day to just let your kids run around, play around with some different games and some different things out there. Very family friendly focused, and uh, it's such a huge. I mean, there's so many. I'll thank everyone that night, but EAB board and you, Debbie, like you just like I just mentioned something, and you guys are just taking it over on it, and all of a sudden I say, man, it would be. it would be really good if we could get 20 vendors out there. Well, we've got
Yes.
23 or 24 confirmed, and we had to start a waiting list.
I know. I'm feeling guilty if I turn anybody away.
So, I mean, it's just, okay, can we do these awards? And they're like,
Yeah.
how do you want to
Yeah.
do it? And I'm like, this is like, I wanted, we're going to name an outstanding veterinarian in the community,
Uh-huh.
an outstanding vet clinic or hospital, outstanding volunteer, outstanding pet friendly business, and the Ethan Spirit Award.
Spirit award.
And, but it's not something, what was important to me was it wasn't something that we as a group of 5 or 6 just picked. Like, I
Exactly.
mean, because everybody's got their own bias, you got your own opinions about things.
Uh-huh.
I
Your own
wanted the
experience.
people, I wanted the people in the community to,
Yeah.
and so people nominated, and I took every category had 6 or 7 nominations, which all are doing wonderful things, and
Uh-huh.
wonderful things in the community. So I took the top 3, the 3 in each category that got the most nominations, put them out there for a vote, and people responded and voted to the thousands. And
Yeah.
it was, I mean, it's the community who has picked
Winners.
these folks.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So
I'm super excited about it. I'm really pumped about it,
yeah.
and I think
It's
it's going to be a very cool thing that is going to be a really fun thing for people to attend.
Yeah, and just to throw it out there, especially to almost all the vendors, it was at first it was like, how do you find vendors? And then once you find them and they know Ethan, they know somebody else that knows Ethan, and they knew somebody else that knew Ethan. So the ball just kept rolling because they knew Ethan. So I would say 95% of the vendors that are there because they already know his story. The other five are going to make sure they know his story when they leave.
Right.
So,
Well, they'll know for
but
sure. And like, so we've got, I look across here, and one of the folks that asked about getting an Ethan T-shirt, she says
uh-huh.
she was an extra in the movie, and
Oh, how exciting.
so again, we've mentioned this before, but one of the things that was really important to me was that this movie was made
In our
a
community.
hundred
Yeah.
percent in the state of Kentucky. And
Right.
so almost everyone, you fly in a few of these, quote unquote stars, talent, whatever, but everybody else is local
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
hanging around the set every day, and like they've got their own like little family of tight knit things
Uh-huh.
where a lot of them go from like movie to movie to movie, and it's really cool.
Uh-huh.
It's really cool for them to let uh like us, like
Yeah.
Ethan and I, come and be a part of their little community for a few weeks.
Right.
Like it was
So
very,
yeah.
very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll make it, I mean, it's going to be so exciting anyway, but just to watch a movie on the big screen and maybe see people you recognize, because it's filmed right
You're
here
gonna
in
see some people.
Kentucky.
You're gonna see some people that you recognize, and
Yeah,
some of the
how
things that
fun.
I'm just again, I mentioned it on. I think I mentioned it on Dawn when Sean and I were on there.
Here we all on.
Uh, I think the people in Kentucky and the people in Louisville and in Bardstown in Kentucky and everyone that has followed Ethan across the country are going to be really, really proud of what's being put together. I mean,
Definitely.
to see it happen, it
Uh-huh.
to see these little scenes here and there, and it's kind of filmed out of sequence. So you see this and you see this, and you don't like. It still takes a while to put it all together, and then
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
something that you get sent that is like, hey, check this out, and you're like, holy, like wow,
Uh,
this is
yeah.
not to be biased. This is really good.
Yeah.
And the people that were involved in this were people that um, wanted to
We're
be a part
passionate.
for
Yeah,
for
they were
one.
all passionate about Ethan and his story, so that just adds to the authenticness of the movie and their portrayals of the characters because it means so much to everybody. So
And the other cool thing about it is, uh, No, it's not a documentary,
Right.
but it is based on so many true things that happened. That anyone
Right.
that has followed Ethan for a long time, you'll hear something, you'll see something, and you'll think,
Yeah.
"I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember when that happened." So
Hmm.
yeah, it's very cool.
Yes. So come and see the little sneak peek for sure.
Yeah, so come and see the Ethan
Goodness.
Mighty Humane Hero Community Awards.
We'll
Uh,
provide tissues.
uh, yeah,
Yeah.
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 So it's going to be a very fun night, and I'm looking forward to being able to, um, present, through Ethan these community
Lord.
awards for these folks that are doing
Yeah.
so many people. I mean, there's just you start looking at it, there's so many people doing amazing things. I've decided there's little things
Uh-huh.
that I come up with, and
Yeah.
some of them seem like ridiculous ideas. Some of them seem like, yeah, that's not ever going to happen. You can't do that. And
Um,
like, I mean, from the very beginning, like sort of being told those kind of things, and that kind of stuff is the kind of stuff that sort of fuels me to
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 keep on.
want to do
Hmm.
better. And it started with that Bush CTO, and it went to American Humane, and then it went to this law. It's so many different things. I can look at this wall and just see
Oh yeah. And
every
see
one of
all
these
the
frame things
things
that.
that, yeah, all the
I mean,
dreams that you,
I look on
yeah.
this wall and I think to myself, he's got a proclamation from a U.S. representative from California on there because of the things we went out to do in California. Anyway, uh,
Yeah.
I would love for at some point all the folks that that head up these animal welfare organizations in Kentucky or
Uh-huh.
or groups in Kentucky, like to come together
Yeah.
in one place at one time and be sort of a
Oh,
assimilated group moving forward as one entity for
yeah.
one or two particular things. There are some
Right.
really good groups and some really good people in the state of Kentucky that are have all their heart is in the right place. They have all,
Yes. Yeah. 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 Instead of
but for whatever
splitting
reason,
into little or smaller groups.
they
So,
they argue and bicker with one another, and it's so frustrating. Like, can we
yeah.
not get all these people in the room and say, "Hey,
No.
how much more could we do as a one group
Group.
of folks
Yeah.
moving forward?"
Yeah.
And
Uh-huh.
when you take away, the funny thing is when you take away the ego
Uh-huh.
and
Uh-huh.
who
Get
cares,
it down to what they're wanting to
yeah,
really accomplish.
and
Yeah.
who cares who gets the credit for it,
Credit.
whether it's in the
Yeah.
newspaper or the TV or whatever the heck it is.
Yeah.
And you
If
take that away from
egos,
it,
yeah,
it
egos have to get out of the way
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 There's a lot of there's a lot of ego around,
Yeah. Yeah.
especially
I mean,
especially in the Louisville type area.
you can watch bill signings. This is awful. I'm going to stick my neck out, but you can watch photos of bill signings and there's a lot of egos in those pictures.
I'm going to tell you something
You
right now.
know?
I'm glad you said that.
Okay, good.
I'm just going to tell you there was a bill signing, and
Yes.
it wasn't the actual bill. It was a publicity sort of thing. Hey, this got signed,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
I am gonna go out on this limb publicly because I've talked to the people that were sort of involved with that thing, or the
Right.
important people that were involved in that thing. Michael Adams, Secretary of State, showed up.
Yeah.
Uh, Senator Robin Webb was there. Her bill SB 37, I think it was,
So
about the treeing Walker Coonhound state,
greenhounds. Yeah.
whatever. Attached to that
Hmm.
bill was also the bill that made shelter pets the pet of Kentucky. And I'm just going to say, for them to have any kind of a signing whatsoever
Yes.
that didn't
Without.
include Ethan, not
Hmm. Not our
not
Ethan.
that Ethan that's sleeping on the couch next to me, little boy
The
Ethan,
other.
I'm just going to tell you, that's what he has done for the last 5 years or so.
Oh, yeah.
And if
Yeah.
you're going to have
Worked on
anything
that.
like that and not include him, it's a joke.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I said. It was a room full of adult egos.
And don't let any of those people try to tell you,
That they were the ones that, no,
oh, we
no.
invited him, he couldn't make it.
You work around him. He's the one that was
I,
the
I've
main impetus
now
for the whole
I
thing.
have talked to the people involved.
Yeah.
Now, Ethan that day, you know what he was doing that day? He was on his way to to rescue a dog.
Yeah. He was helping animals. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
The people on
So,
the other side will tell you, "Oh, well, he couldn't make it. He was doing this." I'm just going to tell
mm,
you, that's all a bunch of crap.
uh-huh. Right.
And for a couple of the people to stand up and talk at that thing that had zero to do with it, I can't tell you how infuriating that makes me.
Yeah.
It had
It,
nothing to do with it, and you show up and give a couple minutes
never,
talk about it.
never wanted, even were asked to support
No,
and never wanted to support.
you need
No.
to sit your butt down
Yeah.
and be happy that you
Yeah.
were asked to show up.
Right.
That's
But
my
those are
opinion.
the kind of things,
You
you
don't
know,
you don't mess with. I mean, I don't know. You don't mess with kids,
and
animals,
that's right.
veterans. Don't mess with
And
those
old
three.
people.
Don't
And
mess with
old
those.
people.
Don't mess with those three groups. Like it infuriated me for years.
Yes, it did. It did. I agree. That's why I brought it up carefully, but you went with it, and I'm glad you did because it's all
I'm.
true.
You know what? There are some people. There are some people. You know, I talk about trying to get these groups together that have
Yeah,
animal welfare in mind,
right.
and those are the groups that you need. There are some people out there, and if you pay attention over the last few years, you'll know exactly the ones I'm talking about, who
Oh, yeah.
claim
To do.
to be for the
Right.
animals, and they're not.
No,
They're for themselves.
right.
And if you
It's
follow,
ego. Again,
you know
it's
exactly what I'm
ego
talking about,
driven.
and
It's
ego driven.
ego driven. It
And
is. It's
if you can,
ego driven.
you can get if you have to in this particular realm, you got to take yourself out of it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, there
That's true.
was a particular. I will say this too. There was a particular person very early on when Ethan was
Trying.
found in the parking lot, who initially reached out to me and said, "Don't get involved in any of this stuff."
Hmm.
And to her credit, she
Hmm.
quickly called back and said, "I think like we could probably do something really good with this because you it's one thing to have a list of statistics. I've got in front of me. I've got pages of statistics
Oh,
about crap right here. But
oh,
you know
I'm
what?
sure you do.
Sometimes you need a story and a face to help move something across the finish line, and it's
Oh,
got nothing to
definitely.
do with that story and that face. It's got
Right.
something to do with it's going to take that to make a difference for all the other
Or
animals.
yes. It takes that to get them to listen to the what they consider the boring statistics. You have to hook them first. You know, it's like when you write something, that opening has to hook your reader or they're not going to finish reading.
Mm-mm.
Anything, you've got to hook them at the beginning. And Ethan and his story and his face was that hook that we needed to get the ball rolling so that people would go back and read all the hard work that everybody else had put into it for years.
And the
But
people and
just
and and with
needed,
that story and with where it went and the
uh,
feedback and the support from the local community, from the
uh-huh,
state, from the country,
pulled in.
from that
Hmm.
support, as a
Yeah,
person that would even ask you to muzzle that and not
yeah,
use it to help animals, shame on you.
yeah, right, right. I
Shame on
agree. Yeah. The power of voices. Sometimes that's the only, as we say, it's the only power we have sometimes, is to try over and over and over to be heard. Otherwise, we'd have quit going to court a long time ago.
When
But you
you
just,
are, when you find yourself um, jealous of
yeah,
a dog,
somebody else's, yes, or a child, or a young person.
shame on you.
Yes. That's what I said. It's
Shame on
it's
you.
even worse that the adults in the room behaved that way when it was involving a young person.
Yeah, that's why it's so. That's why it means so much to me that Ethan in this position and his name on this law and the work that
Mm-hmm.
we're doing now through Ethan Almighty's blessings is able to use that to
Uh-huh.
help other animals.
Right.
Right?
Right.
That's what that's the important thing. Use that to help
Mm-hmm.
other animals, to give those animals their name, their story, their justice, or
Yes.
to help animals in the community, whether it is a vet bill or spay and neuter. Like
Uh-huh.
those are the like. Is it if you're an animal group
Uh-huh.
organization? Isn't that what you're there for?
Would think you would hope.
Why are
I
you?
mean,
Why are you?
why are you competing
Why are you?
for?
I don't know. That part of it gets frustrating. You got me off on a very frustrating
Sorry.
tangent
did I
that
lead you down that path?
that probably a lot of people haven't seen from me or heard from me. But like that kind of stuff really ticks me off. Like
Well,
like
yeah.
if you are going
And
to put
rightfully
yourself
so.
if you're going to put yourself in front of uh, helping others, or you want to try to tell someone else that's helping others they're not allowed to help others,
Yeah.
like shame
Hmm.
on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shame.
Then again, you have to question their reasons behind why they're doing what they're doing. So,
Yeah. So anyway, that was
but
off on
we're
a whole
so lucky to have you because you are very humble and you do not worry about recognitions and all of that stuff. You're
I,
just
I
there to help the animals, and
yeah
you always have been.
I don't care about any of that. Give the
I know.
give the credit to whoever.
I
Just
know.
let's just help as many animals as we can, and I mean let's if we're just being honest. But there was uh, before Ethan, there was a dog Arrow that even started that helped start the
Uh-huh.
Arrow Fund. There was a dog Romeo that helped
Uh-huh.
pave the way for where
For
we are
Ethan's.
with Ethan's law.
Yes,
And you know what? In a few
definitely.
years, unfortunately, because of the way that animals condition probably an animal will have to be in to help again, there'll be something else that comes along. And if you can't get
Right.
on board and support that, then
Yeah, right.
you're in it for the wrong
Again,
reason.
again. And as we've said, it was the perfect storm with Ethan. It was COVID, it was a bad time, and people connected with Ethan. We've always said that. There's something about Ethan that's different, that's special, that caused people to react to him and to connect to him. And that doesn't come along just every single day.
No, and
So,
but at the same time, people need to understand that there was something about Ethan that connected with a lot of people. But I mean, what have I said at so many places when we go out and talk? Like
oh yeah, that
Ethan's
it was all.
name because he
Mhm.
lived.
Right.
Like how
Very
many
true.
of these animals that we don't know their name?
I know.
And
I
so
know.
our job, while this was a great story and a great face to put out there to help get this law passed,
Right. Right.
now that job becomes what was hey
Being for
what was that
these.
cat's name in Pulaski County who was abused and got his ears bitten off? What was that dog in McCracken County who was like? It's time to give those
Bunny.
animals their names. And
Bunny was
Bunny,
the,
yes, Bunny
yes,
was the
Bunny.
cat's name.
And the one that we felt so badly about in court yesterday was what? Princess Buttercup.
For instance, like
So I mean, yes, they all have names, they all have stories, and they all deserve to be remembered. So
yep,
she
absolutely they do.
lived, but yeah,
And
we've got a lot of
the,
those.
here's the last thing I'm
Cash.
going to say about it. If you are if you are an animal organization in the state of Kentucky, from
Right.
smallest to the
The
biggest.
biggest.
If you can't stand up and defend animal welfare, shame on you.
Right. Right. Agree. So,
Anyway, so this on to more positive things. This Saturday is the McDonald Land Car Show again. Come out to the McDonald Land Car Show. You will get to meet Ethan. You'll see there are some really, really cool cars there. You don't want to miss
yeah.
that. Those are really cool. July 18th is Ethan's birthday bash. Vendors, kids activities. We're looking for a face painter. If anybody knows
Yes. Oh,
anybody
I'm
that
glad you said that.
that paints faces,
Somebody, yeah, except, we need somebody that will donate their time or do it very economically. Just say it politely.
that will be
So,
great. I would be happy to promote you and throw your name out there.
yes.
But we're
Yes.
looking for a face painter. We've got a
Yeah.
lot of other stuff already lined up, but I think
Yeah.
that would be
Yeah.
pretty
That would be a nice addition. Yeah.
cool.
I agree. We
Uh,
that's something I haven't found.
we are looking for. The summertime was kind of rough with a lot of folks with their vacation and different times. We're probably looking at July the 26th as our next spay neuter date. I'll
Okay.
confirm that and we'll put it out there later for sure. But July 26th, probably our next spay neuter date. And it will
Yeah.
probably be a combination of cats and dogs that particular day.
Okay.
So
All right. Sounds good. So.
let's see. Anything else we did not touch on? I think we've pretty.
Oh, and people remind people when they do go click that link and they donate the $50, you do know that that they go on a list. There isn't a ticket that they have in hand, but that you
You'll,
have
you'll
them on a list once
Yeah,
they
you'll be on
donate.
a list. So I'm making the assumption if you have gone on there and donated $100, you want two tickets. $50 one
Yes.
ticket. But yes, that link is just a link that you can create through something we have with our banking institute that
Right.
allows us to do that.
Right. And
So you can
it's
put the amount
yeah.
in there, and yeah.
Yeah. So and even if you can't make it and you would like to donate, don't forget you can always do that anytime too. It's
Oh,
always on there.
it's always on there. Plus, in between there, and I just heard a advertisement for it again just a little while ago. So this year, the United States is celebrating 250th anniversary.
Oh,
Uh,
uh-huh.
and I've heard some advertisements of trying to make July 4th the biggest giving day in the history of the country.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Okay.
also July 4th is Ethan's birthday.
Ethan's, yes,
So
it's
stay tuned for, we'll do a fun little fundraising thing where we will try to raise some money on Ethan's birthday on July 4th and celebrate United States 250, celebrate Ethan's 6th. So stay
yeah,
tuned for that sort of thing. We'll come up with a fun little thing. Um, but if
sounds
not,
good.
feel free to come out to the car show this weekend.
Right.
Ethan's birthday on the 18th. Log on. I'll put the link up later how you can order the wine ahead of time and pre-order and come pick it up that day. But I'm just going to tell you, you're going to want the wine.
Mm.
Like you're going to want it ahead of time. You're going to want to drink some. You're going to want to keep some, and you'll be able to get some signed that day.
You'll
So
want the bottle. You'll
and
want the
and
bottle with the
yeah,
label.
and it's not going to be made forever. It's like limited edition, so you don't want to miss.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And it's really cool too, just a quick where the room is, where the silent auction's going to be set up is their production room.
yeah,
So
so
it's so cool in there with all those, I don't know what you call them, vats. Is that what they're called when it's wine? But the
big old thing with wine
winemaking,
in it. Yeah,
yeah. So it's such a cool room, and that will be part of the being
with the
there
purple
too.
lighting and the yeah.
Yes, I've heard there's purple lighting.
There's purple
Yes,
lighting,
uh-huh.
yeah. So
Yeah, I don't
again,
know.
shout out to everyone that helped support and Tim and the folks at Croomhaven. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun event. I
Yeah,
can't wait for that particular day, but I can't wait to also announce, to everyone the five winners of our
yeah,
Ethan Almighty Awards.
yeah.
And you all, I'm just telling you, you all can't wait to see this sneak peek preview.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
So,
I hear you on that one. That's for sure. That's worth the $50 right
uh,
there. I'm
so
telling you.
yeah. All right, I think that is it. As some
All
details
right.
come up,
We'll
we will
watch the weather for Saturday.
watch the weather for Saturday. It won't come out this Friday, but scheduled to record a segment with a national podcast folks this Friday
Woo!
that we met at CrimeCon. So
Okay.
that'll be pretty cool. As soon as we record that, and we do our stuff live because I mean, quite honestly, if we're being honest, I could record it and go back and edit a bunch of stuff out of it and
You had
create
edited me.
this like whatever. But I started doing that. It's a lot of work, and if that
Oh,
was all we were doing, I could do
okay.
it and maybe
I
put some.
thought you were going to say we just didn't need editing, but
Well,
no, you went somewhere else and said it's a
well,
time
wait a
thing.
minute, wait a minute. Let
I
me edit
love
that
it.
out. We do this
Okay.
live because we don't need the editing.
There you go. Okay.
All right.
Yes. All right.
All right.
We
Well,
are what we are.
thank you, Debbie, and thanks to everybody for
All
listening.
right.
Will be if you were listening live. This, if not, this will be. I'll get this up on podcast in the next
And there's
couple
Ethan.
of.
He's up and
He's up
yeah.
and moving around. There he is.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you all
Okay.
so much
All
for all your support,
right.
and
Okay.
again, we look forward.